And I know that you got everything, but I got nothing here without you. So one last time, I need to be the one who takes you home. One last time, I promise after that I'll let you go.
Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be doing a date night look using the semi-sweet chocolate bar palette from Too Faced. This is actually my first time using it for this tutorial, and you guys probably all own this already. I'm like the last one, but I just got it and I was so excited that I got it that I wanted to do a look for you guys, and I really liked it a lot. There were a few colors in here that I was like completely mesmerized by when I picked this up a few days ago, and I just had to use them, number one being this blue shade right here. So yeah, this is a really fun, colorful, smoky eye that is not too dramatic because I didn't smoke it out too much. Wanted to make sure I did something that was wearable for you guys. The face makeup is very simple as usual. I just did some highlighter here and we bronzed out the skin a little bit for that glowy, dewy look, and I did a pink glossy lip to finish it off. So hopefully you guys enjoy this look, and let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. Alright, so the very first thing that I am doing is applying MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20 to my eyelids. This is basically going to get rid of any discoloration, make the eyelid all one color, and provide as a nice base for the eyeshadows to sit on. Here I'm going in with e.l.f. gel liner in black and a smudger brush, and I am basically applying this only to the lid, but I'm starting in the center, then I'm blending it and working my way to the inner corners and working my way to the outer corners. I did end up doing 2 full coats of this just so that it was really nice and dark and black, and this is what the blue eyeshadow is going to sit on, and it's going to make it appear even more vibrant and pigmented and bright. Like I was saying earlier in the intro, I wanted this to be more of a wearable smoky eye, so I didn't bring this any further up than the lid. Like, I didn't go into the crease at all, but if you guys want this to be more smoked out, you definitely can bring this gel liner up even further. Now going into the semi-sweet chocolate bar palette from Too Faced, I'm picking up the shade called Mousse. This is a matte light brown shade. I think it is the most perfect shade from the palette for applying into the crease. This is a great color just to lay down before you apply any other eyeshadows, just sort of like as a nice like transition blending color. So I'm just applying this directly into the crease with a pointed blending brush. This is from Sigma. And yeah, once you've laid that color down, you want to make sure to blend it out. And this is what's going to make the look appear more smoky. Again, you can blend it really high up, you can keep it further down like I did, but either way, you've got to blend this out so that it doesn't look like harsh, crazy lines on your eyes. And this is just a clean blending brush that I'm doing this with. This is called Hot Fudge. So you can't really see in the video footage, but in real life this actually sort of has like a purpley undertone to it, and that's why I decided to choose it for this look, because I love the way brown and purple and black all look together. I think it's an amazing color combo, especially if you have brown eyes. I just feel like it really makes them pop. But basically what I'm doing is using a pencil brush, and I am applying this basically in the middle of the crease area. If you get this a little bit on the black gel liner, that's totally okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, but this is gonna just provide as a nice dimension for the eye. Then I'm going in with this Too Faced glitter glue. It's like a primer for eyeshadows. It just helps to make them stick better and make them more vibrant. So I'm going in with this third shade now. This is called Blueberry Swirl, probably my favorite from the palette. I just think it's so beautiful. Like, this color is crazy beautiful. If you guys saw it in person, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm just applying this to the lid where I applied that black shadow, but I'm not bringing it up into the crease. I am keeping it right on that lid area, bringing it to the inner corner and to the outer corner, as far out and as far in as I can go. I did pack on a few layers of this to make sure that it was extremely vibrant. And then here I'm just fixing things up in the crease, going in again with the shade Mousse from the palette that matte light brown, and then blending it out, and then again going back in with Hot Fudge from the palette and the pencil brush, because when you apply that lid color down, sometimes you kind of lose a little bit of the other eyeshadow, so you just want to make sure that you can see everything still. For eyeliner, I chose to use, again, the e.l.f. gel liner in black, and I'm just taking an angled brush and lightly making just short, small strokes from the center of the lid and working my way outwards. Usually with a gel liner, it does take me a little bit longer to apply because I feel like it can get very, very messy if you're not super careful with it. So I just really made sure to take my time. A little tip for the inner corners is to just put the brush where you want it and then just like wiggle it a little bit. Just put it down, wiggle, put it down, wiggle, and just keep moving your way up. I find that that really helps me, at least. So then I'm going in with some lashes. This is Ardell lashes in number 120. These are natural. Now, I picked out these because I didn't want the lashes to overwhelm the look. I wanted you to still be able to see all the beautiful shadows that we laid down. So if you are going to use lashes, definitely make sure you pick ones that are more on the natural, shorter side. These are really nice because they actually flare out at the ends and they're smaller towards the inner corners. Then I'm going back in with a little bit more black gel liner and applying this right over top of the lashes so that you can't see any of the lash glue. Next, I'm curling my lashes. This is just a MAC lash curler, and it's just going to help the lashes look more volumized rather than having to go through and put some mascara on and stuff like that. Okay, now moving back to the face. I don't think we ever started with the face. I'm applying foundation. This is Bare Minerals Bare Skin Foundation in Bare Satin. Lots of bears. But I like this foundation because it gives that perfect, flawless, airbrushed, dewy finish. And I think it's absolutely perfect for dry skin. I have super dry skin. It just looks, honestly, so incredibly beautiful, especially in person. Then I'm going in with Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair, and I'm applying this right underneath of the eye area. And my favorite way to blend this out is using a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, because I really feel like it just blends out so beautifully that way, and it looks, again, airbrushed. I'm all about that airbrushed look, especially if you're gonna go all out with your eyes. You might as well, you know, make the skin look just as perfect. So here I'm going in with concealer on the nose area, on my Cupid's bow, and also on my forehead, and again blending it out with a beauty blender. So this is my Anastasia contour kit. Just got it when I got the Too Faced palette, and I've been experimenting with this. I really like it a lot. I applied just, you know, the mixture of the banana shade and the pink shade, the two lightest shades of the palette underneath of my eyes, just to set the concealer in place. And then here I'm going in with black eyeliner. This is Zero from Urban Decay, and I'm applying this to the waterline of the lower lash line, but also a little bit where the lashes are growing too. Like I brought it down a little, and now here you can see I am blending it out with a pencil brush just to smoke it out. Sorry, I had to take a break. that last clip was so long, I felt like I couldn't breathe. Okay. Anyways, so yes, we're smoking this out on the lower lash line, and then I'm going in with the shade Mousse that we used earlier. And with the same pencil brush, I'm applying this right underneath and just, you know, smoking it out. You just really want the lower lash line to be not defined at all. You want it to look nice and blended. So if you're not into color, then you can stop here, and that would just be perfect. You can add a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes. But what I'm gonna do is take this a step further and put some glitter on. This is from NYX. You just wanna dip your brush into what you saw earlier. That clip was me dipping it into my water bottle. Dip this brush into some water and then pick up that glitter and apply it right to the inner corner. I can't remember the exact shade of this. Hold on, I have it over here, I think. Oh my god, actually I'm sorry, I have no idea where it is. I'm gonna put it in the description box, but it's like, honestly in person it looked more copper, which is why I put it on, but then like as you blend it on your eye it actually looks red. So I kind of went with it for like a little bit, and I applied some mascara. This is Rimmel Lash Accelerator, my favorite for the lower lashes. It just helps to really define them without giving you that raccoon eye look, because that is one thing that I absolutely hate when your mascara smears, especially if you're going to be taking your time to do your eye makeup so nicely. It sucks when like halfway through the night you can see your mascara like all over your under eye area. So like I was saying before, I didn't like the way that this was looking, like since it was red. I wanted it to be more of like a coppery gold, so I decided to put this shade from the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette on top of that red shade, and it is called Caramel. But if you don't have like that red glitter, don't worry about it. Just go right in with Caramel and it'll look just as nice and pigmented. So then I'm just blending out any other little areas, just perfecting the look. Blending out even more on the lower lash line. I wanted it to be a little bit more smoked out. A little bit more mascara, you know, just fixing things here and there to make it look as perfect as possible. And that's basically it for the eyes. So now we're going to move on to the rest of the face. I went back in with my Anastasia contour kit and I am bronzing out the skin with an angled brush. I actually chose to use the warmest brown from the palette right over there on the edge, and I'm blending this through the cheekbones, on the temples, you know, the top of the forehead area, a teeny bit on the nose, and a little bit on the chin. But I didn't want to bronze out too much because I wanted the face to look really soft. And then here I'm going in with some blush. This is Hervana, I believe it's called, from Benefit. It's my first time ever using it, but I chose to use it because it has a really gorgeous, like pinky, purpley undertone to it. And then this is a highlighter from Physicians Formula. I learned this trick from Makeup by Ashley. I don't know if you guys watch her, but she's freaking awesome. Sorry, Makeup by Amory. Okay, yeah, it's Makeup by Amory. I don't know what I'm talking about. She's a really good friend of mine, and I learned that trick to put the highlighter on your nose. And then I also put the highlighter on the tips of my cheekbones, and then I just blended it out with a duo fiber brush. So for the lips, I decided to do a pink glossy look. This is unfortunately not available anymore. I probably shouldn't have used this, but this is very similar to Rimmel Airy Fairy. It's matte. It's a MAC lipstick, and it's called like Winter or something like that. It was limited edition, so you can't get it anymore. But yeah, Rimmel Airy Fairy. Definitely pick up that. It's like the exact same thing. Okay, I just found it on my desk. That lipstick is called I Love Winter, and it's a cream sheen. And then this gloss I'm putting over top is from Sigma. It is a lip tint lip gloss, and there is no shade on it, but hopefully they still sell these. I will put the link down below to everything if you guys are wondering what I am using. But of course, if you have similar products, you can use those too. But that's basically it for the entire look. It was mainly all about the eyes, and I just really wanted to use my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette for the first time and have you guys be able to experience that with me. I love it so much. Let me know if you guys want any more tutorials using this, because I have so many other ideas in my head that I want to do. But yeah, so that's it for this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye!